everyone. So here's the plan today as I am gone and probably right now, getting ready for a marathon and all that good stuff. So that's fun. Hey, happy homecoming to you guys. Hope you have a great day today. Be good for the sub. Please remember to be kind, respectful, honest, patient. You guys did great last time there was a sub, so let's just keep that energy and that momentum going. Today, here is the plan for y'all. On Google Classroom, you will see a few things here. What I'd like you to do first is there's an ed puzzle that's going to cover realistic fiction, okay? So when you click on that, it's going to have a video. I don't know, it might be like 5 or 6 minutes long with some questions on it. Realistic fiction is the genre that goes hand in hand with young adult fiction with The Outsiders. So The Outsiders is young adult, but it's also realistic. So the ed puzzle goes over elements of the realistic fiction genre just so that we understand that before we get into reading our story next week. So go ahead, pause the video now and do that ed puzzle. When you're done, come back to this video. Okay, moving on. There are two IXLs. IXL G.1 has you identify narrative point of view. So when we click on that, this is what it's going to look like. Point of view, so first person, second person, and third person. First person point of view means that you are using pronouns like I and me. You are talking and telling the story through your perspective. Second person point of view means you're using words like you. So imagine the author is talking directly to you, the audience, all right? And then third person is where you're like the all-seeing eye. You can see what every character's doing. So you'd be like, he went to the grocery store and he felt nervous because he forgot what his mom asked him to get, right? So you are the all-seeing eye in third person point of view. So let's do one together. Which point of view does the narrator use in the passage? They worked together for an hour or more without speaking. Ellen was grave and absorbed in the anxious thoughts of that spring. Jethro was accustomed to adapting himself to the behaviors and moods of older people, and he found enough in the world about him to occupy his interest as he worked. All right, is there anything in first person like I feel this way or I did this? No. There's nothing in second person that says you feel this way or you should do this. But in third person, we can see what Ellen is doing and how she feels, and we can see what Jethro is doing and what he feels. So let's click third person and see if that's correct. And it is. Up next, let's do another one. Jessica stepped into the room, closed the door, and stood with her back to it. My son lives, she thought. My son lives and is human. Paul looked at his mother. She told the truth. He wanted to get away alone and think his experience through. But he knew that he could not leave until he was dismissed. So again, there's no pronouns like I or me or anything like that. There is here, like where it's like my son lives, she thought. My son lives and is human. But that's talking through the character, right? So this is obviously going to be third person. If we can hear Jessica's thoughts and everything, we know that this is third person. All right, let's see if we can get a first person or a second person. All of these seem to be third person. Oh my goodness. Well, you might just get lucky and get all the third persons. Here we go. It is June 1959. You are 12 years old, and in 1 week, you and your 6th grade classmates will be graduating from the grammar school you have attended since you were 5. So, this sounds like the author is speaking directly to you. You are 1 week, you are 1 week in, man, I'm losing my spot here, sorry. You are 12 years old, and in 1 week, you and your 6th grade classmates will be graduating. So that's going to be second person. All right, I'm spending too much time on this one, so go ahead, pause the video, and do IXL G.1. And then G.2 is analyzing short stories. When you click on this, it is going to give you some excerpts to read. Read through this, and it's going to ask you things like this. Based on the first paragraph, when does the story take place? So basically, this is just reading and comprehension. That's it. All right. Oh, I didn't say what to get these up to, so I'll make a post. I'll include it in the post. Get these up to 70 points. That's a 70 points. When you are done and you still have time, there is also a web quest on SE Hinton. The due date for this is next Wednesday. So if you spent a lot of time on the Ed Puzzle and IXL, don't freak out. Try to get a start on this today. But you're going to use these websites to answer the following questions on the author of The Outsiders, who is S.E. Hinton. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Of course, if you finish everything early, feel free to grab a coloring page, read quietly, do something at your desk quietly, please. All right, that's all I got for you. Bye, guys.